Hello everybody, this is Dr. Obsidia, and welcome back to The Hunters on Tabletop Simulator. Last time you were joining us, we had taken our U-35 Type 7A U-boat out for a spin. Our first mission, we broke our gyro compass and had to return to port almost immediately. In our second mission, we were having no luck finding anything until an 8,500-ton tanker decided to cross our path. So we opened fire with our deck gun and 2 torpedoes, which barely scratched it. And the second engagement with them, the deck gun was enough to finish them off. So in this episode, we are going to see where we're going. And we're going to ask our Commandant is requesting, and he is permitted. They see the one there. I am allowed to pick where I would like to go. So we can go ahead and take a look here at the encounters. And what we would like to do is go after mostly shipping with our vessel here. We could go after the British Isles or the Spanish coast. Spanish coast gives us convoys and maybe potentially aircraft. The British Isles give us a chance to get some ships, which are much better than a convoy. Convoys tend to be escorted, which we don't like to run into. We don't want to go to the Caribbean. We'll get kind of stuck there. Going through Gibraltar is a little bit scary. I don't think we can go to the Caribbean, actually. It's too far away. The Mediterranean is what I mean. We'll get stuck near Gibraltar with all the extra aircraft and escorts and so on, which is something we don't want to mess with. So we don't want to go to the Arctic. The Atlantic is a lot of convoys crossing it. The west coast of Africa is not ideal. As we can see, the best place to go would probably be the British Isles, although the Caribbean does have tankers, but our ship just doesn't have the range to get there. So the British Isles it is. We could do a mine-laying mission if we would want to. A mine-laying mission means we go there and we drop our mines off. As you can see, we drop our mines, and then on the way back we hunt and see if we can pick anything up. However, I think we want some redemption. We need to sink some stuff. So let's go ahead and head out for the British Isles. Alright, so the British Isles here, we do need a month of refit, so we're going to go ahead and refit for a month. We're now in January of 1940. We are heading back to the British Isles to see if we can find anything out there to target this time around. Alright. We will be departing into the Bay of Biscay. British Isles are there. Okay. Alright. First, into the Bay of Biscay. No aircraft, no... Uh-oh. We have an aircraft, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so when we have an aircraft, we do need to roll over here and see if I can find out where the aircraft instructions are for you, so that you can follow along location there. Searching. Types of encounters, where's the aircraft at? Maybe I'm missing it here, I'll find it in just a second. Alright, here we go. Your U-boat has become susceptible to an aircraft encounter while on patrol. Aircraft encounters are more likely to occur when conducting a special mission, moving through transit boxes where we are in the Bay of Biscay, or when rolling on additional round of combat tables. So when an aircraft encounter occurs, begin by consulting the aircraft encounter chart. The result will indicate whether an aircraft or air attack occurs, up to 2 separate air attacks or not. If no attack occurs, the encounter ends. If the air attack succeeds, we consult the flak attack versus aircraft chart A2, with flak combat results being considered simultaneous with the air attack. Results relative success of the flak attack will dictate when the engagement may end, while a failed flak attack could result in additional rounds of combat, including possible arrival of escorts. So when the aircraft encounter is rolled, the U-boat will immediately attempt to dive to escape attack. Consult the aircraft counter and A1 and roll a 2d6. Alright, so we have encountered the aircraft here. So the aircraft encounter is the A1 right here. So, we have here the 2d6 we have to roll. All crew is okay. Green, no elites, no dive plane damage, no problem here. We are no longer 1939, so that's we don't get the +1 result here. So we need to roll a 6 or more to get a crash dive, and then no air attack occurs. And we got a 6, so we did have enough to throw our diving alarm and crash dive without ever encountering the aircraft. So it maybe strafed the water or something, and it was enough for us to get out of the way without actually having to deal with the aircraft. If the aircraft had attacked us, it would get an actual attack against us, and we would consult the aircraft attack chart, and also it would gain 1 crew injury as well, which you would roll up here, and the aircraft attack chart here, which we would roll. But we were successful in evading it, so we'll take that and move on to the next transit box. Transit here is an 11, which means nothing, and now we are in the British Isles. Alright. British Isles, we rolled a 4, which means there is a ship. No, there is not. It's British Isles here. There is no ship. Again, our U-boat. Very unlucky. An 8, I believe, is a ship. Yes, there is a ship out there. We do see it. And that ship is a large freighter. Excellent. Go ahead and throw a large freighter under target 1. We do need to figure out whether it's day or night, so let's go ahead and roll that. And it is day, so we are still going to be running on the surface up here. We are going to close the close range. We do need to see what kind of large freighter that is. Here is the North American target, small freighter, large freighter target roster right here. We're going to go ahead and roll on T2. An 80, is that an 85? That looks like a 5 there. All right, 85. 85 is a 5900 City of Birmingham. All right, so we are going to want to write that down, that we are encountering that. $900 ton. Coming up on that ship there. All right. To sink the large freighter here, 5,900 ton. It says here the large freighter is less than that, so we do need to do 3 damage to the large freighter as well. Same with the tanker. We are on the surface, so of course we're going to fire off our deck gun. And we're going to go ahead and launch. Let's make sure we get this one in 1 round. I don't want to go into a second round. We're going to blow him up with 3 torpedoes. I think it's a bit of an overkill there, but we're going to go ahead and make sure we send this thing to the bottom immediately. All right. First off, we will fire off our deck gun. And that is a miss. We'll fire again. And that one will be a hit. And how much damage is that deck gun going to do? 1 damage. A 5, 4 more is 1 damage. So we're going to go ahead and knock him down 1. And deck gun ammo is gone. Next, we are going to be firing... whoops, sorry. We're going to be firing 3 torpedoes. Los! And now... we'll roll... again, close range. 8 or less to hit. That is 11, so the first one is a miss. Second shot is a 9, which is also a miss. And third shot is a 10, which is also a miss. We have missed. Our captain is horrible at this game. Jeez. All right, we're going to stick with him. And we do need to roll on the, let's see, the chart to see if we get the escort. Yeah, additional round of combat here. So let's go ahead and roll. 7 means we can stay with him. So we're going to go ahead and stay with him. And there's no enemies that are coming in here either. All right, so second round now. Of course, we're going to fire off our deck gun at him. We will go ahead and reload our... whoops. I'm going to put in... reload our torpedoes here. We're going to go ahead and fire off, this time, 3 electric torpedoes. We're going to get him. Don't worry. First, our deck gun shot. Get 2 of these. The first one is a hit, finally. And 3 does 1 damage. Our second deck gun shot is going to be a hit as well. And that does 2 damage, and that tanker will go down. And we wasted all those torpedoes, but I'm feeling good about that. We'll reload tubes 1 and 2. Tube 3 is empty, but we still have our deck gun. Okay, we would like to change this to a minus. Whoops. There we go. So we did sink a small ship there. Well, a large ship, in fact. And now we'll be on our way. Still have plenty of ammo in case we run into anything else. 3. A 3 is nothing. Alright, so we are going to be transiting towards home. Into the transit box. Again, with close call with the aircraft, but nothing in the air. Bay of Biscay is the next one. A 6 in the Bay of Biscay means nothing, and we will be arriving in port with another successful mission here. Putting it here to keep track of it. Alright, we have succeeded in 2 missions returning. We do need to stay in port for another month to rest and refit. Go ahead and put a 0 there since we're not encountering anything. Alright, excellent. Need to restock our supplies here. Go ahead and copy. One thing you can do is not put them away. If you don't put them away, you can just put them on the side here and then reload much easier than the way I just did it. But we still have to have 5, and we still need to have 1 adjust mix here. As we return 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 G7As because it's adjusted by 1, and we still have 4 G7Es since they're less effective. Although we've shot them, we sunk the ship with our deck gun before we ever needed to deal with anything else. So that's the good news. That large freighter is gone. Alright, we've had a couple of surface attacks here, and we are now returning. Now, let's see. So, it says here, for every... Let me pop it in the pop-out here so I can show you. Right here, procedure. The skill crew's level starts at trained, and for every 3 successful patrols completed, roll a d6 on the table, and then you consult what happens here. And your crew can engage, advance a level, you can get some expert or something along those lines. You get a marker for having those, and ignore the result if we've already had that happen. So if we roll a 1 twice, we ignore the result. As the U-boat's crew starts out training level trained, if it's a 5 or 6, we go to veteran. Veteran crews may increase to elite crews, and veteran and elite crews can provide favorable die rolls. So we would like to get those, of course, and we will roll on that in the next successful mission that we have here. Also, we do have an opportunity for promotion later on. As soon as we, let's see, the captain of the U-boat may hold various ranks. We've already read this before. It says, starting with getting promoted. For each promotion attempt is made after the 12th month of service during the refit, and every 12 months after that. For example, a player who starts in September of 39 would get a promotion attempt in 940, and then again in the September 41, and again September 42. The final promotion is here, is June of 43, because that's the ending dates there. And then you roll for the procedure here, and it shows you what is possible. You get the bonus to your rolls and so forth. But we're nowhere near that just yet, and we haven't been doing so well as we had hoped. So, all right. We need 1 more successful mission before we can level up our crew, or at least attempt to level up our crew. Maybe level up a crew member. So that's the good thing. And it does have right here what would happen. Crew advancement in here after your patrol. We don't have an extended month. We didn't resupply at sea. We could, but we didn't. We just don't worry about that with our Type 7A. I'm not too worried about that right now. And of course, it says with the crew and the 12 months special decorations, if we sink 100,000 tons, we're pretty far off that right now. And we request a new U-boat, but we'll get that anyway, eventually here, at the end of this year. You do get some optional rules as well, such as the escort and aircraft quality that you can roll. And if you would like to enhance the difficulty of the game or make it more dynamic, you can actually roll and determine what is the level of the aircraft you're encountering. For example, green, trained, veteran, or even elite, which makes it very hard to get away from them, as they will blow you apart. And we're rolling with just the regular rules here, nothing too difficult. All right, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I will see you in the next, when we try to get our third successful patrol and hopefully get our crew trained up a little bit. Thanks for joining. Take care. See you in the next episode.